Before we get into today's video, it would be greatly appreciated if you could check out the link in the description and check out the GoFundMe page for fellow Charlton fan Mark Wyndham, who is currently going through a battle with terminal lung cancer, and it would be greatly appreciated for the Wyndham family if you could donate to the GoFundMe page and support their family in any way that you can. Hello everybody and welcome to my Euro 2020, well Euro 2021 now, predictions. Today we're going to be predicting the entire outcome of the upcoming European Championships. We're going to be predicting the group stages, the best third place teams and the entire knockout bracket, and by the end of this video you guys will know who I have predicted to win Euro 2021. As ever with these prediction videos, before we jump into it, I just have to stress that this is my opinion. I don't watch that much international football, to be totally honest with you, so my knowledge of most of the nations isn't that great. It's just my opinion. At the end of the day, I'm probably going to get a lot of this wrong, but it is just my opinion. And without any further hesitation, people, let's dive straight into my predictions. So starting things off with the group stages, kicking things off with Group A, we have Switzerland, Turkey, Wales and Italy. I've gone with probably the obvious choice, Italy, to win the group, and to be honest I think that they should, you know, with the squad that they have got. They've got some really good talents on their books, you know, Donnarumma, Insigne, Federico Chiesa, Ciro Immobile, who will be a reliable striker for them. They've also got the likes of Bonucci and Chiellini still knocking about. Realistically, they should be winning the group. I've gone with Switzerland to finish in second, and they've got some good players in their books as well, you know, Jan Sommer, the goalkeeper, Akanji from Borussia Dortmund, and then Zakaria in midfield. I've gone with Turkey in third. I do think they are a good side. Yilmaz, obviously their striker, firing on all cylinders for Lille this season, and there's also Çalhanoğlu, Soyuncu from Leicester. They've come off the back of a pretty decent qualification campaign as well, beating France at one point, so they are a decent team and they certainly can't be underestimated. But for me, I think Switzerland are just going to get the edge over them, and then Wales in fourth. While I do think it will be tight and that Wales do have a pretty decent side as well, you know, Gareth Bale, Aaron Ramsey, a lot of players from the Championship as well that could turn out decent, including this Ruben Colwill, I think his name is, from Cardiff, some unknown identities, literally some unknown like 16-year-old kid who's been called into the international side. So it'll be interesting to see if he's to get some game time. But yeah, Wales have a decent squad, and Group A is a really difficult group to call, but for me, I don't see Wales progressing that far in this tournament, and I think they're going to get knocked out of the group stage and they're going to come bottom. Group B, we have Denmark, Russia, Belgium and Finland, and I think this group is fairly obvious to call. I've gone with Belgium to win the group, and I would not be surprised whatsoever if they were to win every single game. Their team is just ridiculous. They've got so many good talents in their books. Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne, although I don't know how fit he's going to be after his Champions League final injury, Alderweireld, Courtois. I've got Denmark coming in second. I think, like Switzerland, they are a consistent, very solid European side. Really good midfield options, Christian Eriksen, Thomas Delaney, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and also two Brentford players, Matthias Jensen and Christian Norgard, two players that I'll be keeping an eye on. I've gone with Russia to end up in third. It's going to be really tight between them and Denmark for second, in my opinion, and I've gone with Finland to finish in fourth. I think realistically that's where they should be ending up. Obviously they have got Teemu Pukki, who is in form at the moment, obviously firing on all cylinders for Norwich this season, so I'm sure that he'll grab a goal or two for them, but it won't be enough for me. I think Finland will be bringing up the rear in this group. Belgium should be winning every single game, and then Denmark second, Russia in third. Group C is again another fairly obvious one. I've gone with the Netherlands to top this group. I think they, again, like Belgium, they've got a very, very strong side this tournament, and again would not be surprised if they were to win every single game. Of course, the news did come out today that Man United midfielder Donny van der Beek will miss the tournament for the Netherlands due to injury, which is a massive shame for him, but nevertheless the Netherlands still have some really, really good players. Memphis Depay will have a storming tournament, I reckon. Jorginho Wijnaldum obviously on the verge of completing a move to PSG at the moment, and they've also got De Ligt and De Vrij in defence, some good defenders there despite the loss of Virgil van Dijk. In general, just have a very good team, and they've also got Frankie de Jong in midfield, who I've not mentioned. For second, it was a toss-up between Austria and Ukraine, and I've just edged it with Austria. I feel like they're going to come good this tournament, and they're going to finish in second place. David Alaba obviously is the main one. Marcel Sabitzer and also Lima, both from RB Leipzig. You've got Lozano from Inter Milan, Arnautovic leading the line up top. Ukraine do tend to come good in these tournaments like this, and they have got some pretty good players from Shakhtar Donetsk. Just tipped Austria to do just that, and I think they are going to get there in second place. And then obviously in fourth, North Macedonia. I'll be honest, the only player I know from there is Edgar Alioski from Leeds. I'll be honest, he's the only player I know there, and I'm not expecting them to do much, but the fact that they've got this far is a pretty good story, and who knows, you know, they could well be a dark horse for this tournament. But I've gone with the probably realistic calls here with this group. Netherlands to win it, should win every single game. Austria to just pip Ukraine to second. Group D, we have England's group, and of course we are with Croatia, Scotland and the Czech Republic. As you can see, I have backed us to win the group. I was really tossing and turving with this. Originally I had us in second behind Croatia, but I've gone with the most amount of optimism that I can possibly put into this England side, and I've got us to top the group. It is going to be close between us and Croatia. Obviously, we play each other on the first match day this Sunday, so it's going to be really interesting to see how we get on. Some have argued that Croatia don't have the same squad than what they once had, you know, but they've still got the likes of, you know, Luka Modric, Ivan Perisic, Brozovic, Kovacic. No Mario Mandzukic this tournament, which I think every England fan is thrilled to hear about. But yeah, I've gone with England to just about pip Croatia. Really, because, well, we should really be winning this group with the squad that we've got. I do genuinely believe that we have got a better squad this time around than what we did at the World Cup back in Russia. Really, England should be winning this group, and I am putting all my optimism into this, and I'm going to say that we are going to win the group. Croatia to come second, and again, it was quite tight to call between the Czech Republic and Scotland for third and fourth, but I've gone with the Czech Republic to just beat Scotland. Scotland will give it a good go. I just think the Czech Republic are just about going to do them over. I think they're just about going to beat them to third. Yeah, I think they're just about going to edge Scotland, and then also England just about going to edge Croatia. It's certainly a bold call. Originally, I did have them finishing in second, but I've gone with the majority than what most people tend to think on this Euro Predictor, and I've gone with the Three Lions to top the group. Group E, we have Spain, Sweden, Slovakia and Poland, and I've gone with the obvious shout of Spain to win the group. Obviously, there are some notable absentees within their side this tournament. Of course, Sergio Ramos being the main one. Jordi Alba, Cesar Azpilicueta, Laporte from Man City, obviously with his recent nationality change from France to Spain. It's going to be interesting to see how he's going to get on. And obviously, Spain always have their abundance of solid midfield options. You know, Busquets, Koke, Thiago Alcantara. In terms of the rest of the group, I think Slovakia are the weakest of the four sides, and I think they are going to end up in fourth. They've still got some decent players in that team, though. Hamsik, Skriniar from Inter Milan, Dubravka from Newcastle. Some good players in that side, but for me, I think they are the weakest. And then as for second and third, I've gone with Sweden. I've gone with Sweden to end up in second. You know, Poland come off the back of a pretty shambolic World Cup, it has to be said, back in 2018. Obviously, Robert Lewandowski will certainly have a solid tournament for them. Got some safe pair of hands in between the sticks in Lukas Fabianski and Wojciech Szczesny as well. Two good keepers there. Poland have got some good players, but I just think Sweden, I don't know, there's just something about them. I've got a feeling. Obviously, their striker, Alexander Isak from Real Sociedad, has come off the back of a quality season for them. They're just about going to pip them. I feel like they're just about going to do it. And then finally, to complete the group stage, we have the group of death. France, Portugal, Germany and Hungary. This really is tight to call for first to third. Obviously, I think everybody is in agreement when I say Hungary probably should be finishing fourth. Gone with France to win the group. Obviously, we know how good their side is. And as for second, between Portugal and Germany, obviously Portugal are the defending European champions, and obviously Germany, we know how much German football has fallen in recent years after their absolutely disastrous campaign back in Russia. I'm going to go with Portugal to tip them to second, but I do think Germany will get through anyway with obviously the best four third place teams go through to the round of 16. I think Germany will be one of them. There's a spoiler for you. Portugal's attacking options are absolutely ridiculous. Obviously CR7, João Felix, Bernardo Silva, Diogo Jota. Obviously in midfield, Bruno Fernandes, which should expect him to get a penalty or two. And then in defence, Pepe, João Cancelo, Ruben Diaz. Absolutely incredible season for Man City. They've got a really, really good side. And Germany as well, to be fair. They also have some decent players. You know, Serge Gnabry, Leroy Sané, Kai Havertz, Muller, Kimmich, Gundogan. France to win it. I think they should really win the group. I don't know if they'll win every single game. I think Portugal and Germany will certainly give them a good game. Portugal to come second, Germany third, and then Hungary, which obviously is the obvious and realistic choice really, to end up in fourth. And then we get on to the best third place teams. Of course, I ended up with Turkey, Russia, Ukraine, the Czech Republic, Poland and Germany. And as you can see on your screen, I've gone with Turkey, Russia, Poland and Germany to get through as the best four third place teams. I mentioned Germany. I think they should really get through. Poland, despite me thinking Sweden would finish above them in the group, I am confident in saying that they should get through as one of the best third place sides. Turkey, they could well finish second. I've got some good players in that side, and I would not be surprised if they were to be a dark horse and cause some upset. Then it was between either Russia or Ukraine for me for the final spot. I didn't think the Czech Republic was strong enough to get through, and I've just pipped it with Russia. You know, they've come off the back of a strong World Cup last time round, and I think that they have got a decent side. You know, Alexander Golovin, Juba. I'm tipping the Russians to do just better than them in their overall group, and I think it will be Russia going through along with Turkey, Germany and Poland into the round of 16. So let's get into the round of 16. Belgium versus Poland I've got as the first matchup. Yeah, I think it's fairly obvious with this one. I think I'm going to go Belgium to win that one. Should be fairly obvious. The next one's also pretty obvious as well. Italy versus Austria. I think Italy should be getting through against Austria as well. France versus Turkey. I think that's fairly obvious. France should be winning that one. But then again, though, Turkey did beat France in qualification. So I would not be surprised if Turkey give them a good game or even cause an upset and knock France out. That would be a pretty good game to watch, that one, to see if that would turn out. But yeah, I've gone with the obvious call with that one. I think France are going to win. Croatia versus Sweden is actually a tough game. I think I'm going to go with Croatia to go with that one. I think they're going to just edge past them. Spain versus Russia, a repeat of the round of 16 clash. Obviously, Russia did knock out Spain on penalties in that tournament. I think Spain, though, are going to get their revenge this time. I think they're just about going to edge them. England versus Portugal. Obviously, with England winning our group, we do end up playing second in the group of death. Which I don't know about us against Portugal at this stage. My heart is saying England. My heart is saying that. But my head is saying that. My head is saying Portugal. And it's just really, really tight to call. Because, like I said, I do genuinely believe that we've got a better team than what we did in 2018. I do genuinely believe that. But I think I'm going to go with my head on this one, guys. I think I'm going to go with my head. And I'm going to say that Portugal are going to knock us out. I think we're going out in the round of 16. I think if we finish in second in our group, I think we'll reach the quarterfinals. But then, obviously, I think even then in the quarterfinals, I think we play like, I think France in the quarterfinals. So I think we'll be exiting at that stage. And it does hurt doing that. It does hurt doing that. But I just don't see us doing that well against Portugal at that stage. I do think that whoever wins this game has a seriously good chance of reaching the final. And if I was to put us through against Spain, I would actually back us more against Spain than what I do against Portugal. But yeah, I just think Portugal are just going to just about edge past us. We've got another difficult tie here, the Netherlands versus Germany. This is again a very, very tough game. And even the one below that, Switzerland versus Denmark, that's a difficult one as well. I think with the Netherlands-Germany, I'm going to go with the Netherlands. Like I said with Germany, you know, German football's been on a bit of a decline for a number of years now. The Netherlands are going to come good this time and they're going to win against the Germans. And then Switzerland-Denmark, this is a really tough call and I would not be surprised if this was to go the distance and go to penalties. They're both decent sides and I think this will be a really entertaining game, but you know what? I think I'm going to go Denmark on this one, you know. I'm going to go with the Danish. I think that Denmark are going to be a dark horse this competition, you know. I'm not saying that they're going to win the whole thing, but I'd keep an eye on them, you know. They've got a really good side, and as I say, this will be a difficult game to call between Switzerland and Denmark. I did find it quite difficult calling, but yeah, for me, I think I'm going to go with Denmark on this one. Quarterfinals, Belgium versus Italy. I think this is where Italy's time in the tournament comes to an end. I think Belgium should be getting past them. France versus Croatia. Obviously, Croatia will be looking for revenge from that World Cup defeat, but I don't think they're going to do it personally. I think France are going to get through. Spain versus Portugal. I think Portugal are going to win that one. As I said with the round of 16 game, I'd back England more against Spain than what I would against Portugal. And yeah, I think Portugal should be getting through there. And then Netherlands versus Denmark. Yeah, I think the Netherlands will be winning that one. If Denmark are to make it this far, they've done really, really well, and fair play to them if they do manage to make it this far. But yeah, against the Netherlands, I don't really see them having a chance, to be honest with you. And now we've got some really, really tasty ties in the semi-finals. Belgium versus France, Portugal versus the Netherlands. Belgium-France obviously is a repeat of the semi-finals in the World Cup. Belgium will be looking for revenge, but I think it's going to be France. Both sides, to be fair, have got ridiculously good sides, but I just think France are going to pip them to it. And then Portugal against the Netherlands. There's just something about the Netherlands that makes me think they're going to go the distance and they're going to make it to the final. And you know what? I'm backing it. I'm backing the Netherlands to knock out the defending champions. It's going to be very, very tight, and I will be looking forward to watching this game if this game is to go ahead. Obviously, it being Portugal and the Netherlands. But I don't know. There's just something about the Netherlands. I don't know what it is. There's just something about them that just makes me think that they're going to go the full distance. And then obviously that makes it a France versus the Netherlands final. And despite me thinking the Netherlands are going to go the distance, I think France will be winning the tournament. I just think that their team is just too strong. You know, obviously we saw how good they were in the World Cup. They were just absolutely unbelievable. And their team for this Euros, you know, Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, Antoine Griezmann, N'Golo Kante, Paul Pogba. Netherlands have got a good side, and I am tipping them to go to distance. France are just too strong, and I think that they should really be winning this tournament. There we have it, guys. There are my Euro 2021 predictions. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy it, can you possibly leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and turn on those post notifications so you're notified of when I post. We are so close to 3,000 subscribers, so if we could get to that very soon, that'd be absolutely awesome. As I said at the start of this video, this prediction is just simply my opinion, and chances are it's probably not going to happen. So if I have predicted your nation to do worse than what you think, then please feel free to let me know in the comments below how you think the tournament is going to pan out. Thanks for watching this video, guys. This has been Tyler Roninson. Have a nice day, and I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy, stay safe, and I will see you all later. Absolutely buzzing for this tournament, man. Seriously, I cannot wait for England's first game on Sunday. It's going to be bloody good, man, and hopefully football can make its way home. Take it easy, lads. See you all later.